Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay, I passed the test. I can count to 10. But I didn't pass the test of where to look at the camera. Hey, 1 for 2 is not bad. Cheap red wine, but, you know, potable. Hi, I'm Soft Otaku. You may remember me from the YouTube channel, Soft Otaku. Or you may not. Been a long time, didn't it? No, I probably shouldn't do a buttweed impression because nothing is politically correct. Nothing. This is sure as shit not politically correct, so I'll start with that. This is my American, this is a pickups video, but maybe a little bit different because I'm just going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff until everyone gets so bored that they stop watching. Are we done already? Oh, that was fast. This is an American flag themed piggy bank thingy. It cost 100 yen plus tax, so at this point that's 108 yen. My wife bought it, she chose it, and those are 500 yen coins inside. I'm saving them up to buy an air conditioner for my game room upstairs, so that I can enjoy games in 4K on my computer in the summertime when it's really hot. But now that I have a 4K TV and a 4K Xbox One X and a 4K PS4 Pro, I kind of wish I hadn't bought a 4K computer setup. Well, at least I can get Steam games for really cheap and never play them. That's cool. Humble Bundle. FTW. Who needs a copy of Tomb Raider... Rise of the Tomb Raider? Because I have an extra one. Right, so maybe I can go a little faster than this. Maybe not. I'm using these, what are they called? AirPods. Because I'm a sheeple. I don't know, maybe a little bit. I'm just always curious when Apple comes out with new stuff, and I'm just so deeply into their ecosystem that it's hard to break away, but I'm getting tempted, especially after tons of my paid apps and games just completely stopped working when they updated to iOS 11 point something, I don't know, maybe. But anyway, I liked these at first. I was really happy with them, and then, like, for whatever reason, it could be my ears totally, because my ears are far from perfect. This one, I need to turn it like this to get the sound just right, but this one is fine like this, and so kind of lopsided, and I know that I can just use one and have the mic work, but I don't like being lopsided. Yeah, anyway, so I mean, I'm happy-ish with them, but since they've come out and other companies have been making them, they just, I mean, this is becoming a really normal thing, and they absolutely do fall out of your ears. Like, I was riding my bike, one fell out and bump, bump, bump. Another time, it didn't fall out of my ear, but I dropped it because they're really, like, slippery. And, like, handling them when I'm putting them in this really good case. Like, the case is great. They just, you know, slipped out of my hands. So, but yeah, I use them a lot just because they're super easy to sync with not only my Apple devices but other stuff. And not the best sound. It's just okay. I have other earphones I prefer, but not having a wire touching me anywhere is kind of awesome. And I have one other pair that's totally wireless, but I have to jam them in my ears, and they're not comfortable, and they kind of look stupid. So do these. They kind of look like stupid. So anyway, that was a lot about nothing. This is let's see what else. I don't really want to have too much order to this. This is Rocket League. I've been really enjoying the Switch. I kind of don't know why I bought this. I think maybe I was hoping that it would have a manual. It doesn't have a manual. But, you know, Rocket League's fun, and it should be fun to play portable. Will I ever play it? That remains to be seen. I haven't yet, but, you know, been supporting the Switch a lot early on, but I'm going to slow down. I'm just slowing down a lot of stuff in general when it comes to buying stuff, and I'll get into that probably later. This is pretty badly out of order, so don't look. Right, okay, here's something. Since I already mentioned the new TV, I sold something of mine, and I used a portion of that money to buy the the TV that I wanted, and it's the LG C7 65 inches. It's 4K with HDR, and I'm really happy with it. My wife's not, because we're having trouble getting it to record the channels that she like reserves it to record and stuff, whatever it's called. And I don't know if that's the hard disk that I've got connected to it, or the TV, or what, but apparently other people have had problems with it. And that sucks, because I didn't buy it for that. I don't care about recording stuff, but she wants to do it, and it's like a source of stress in our marriage right now, so that sucks. Otherwise, amazing TV, and I'll tell you a little story about the TV, because I think this video could go on. Is this video going? Yes, it's going. I was setting it up. The people who dropped it off, like, they took it out of the box, they put it on my TV stand, and then they left. Like, they didn't do anything, you know, at all. Whatever. I didn't pay them to. In fact, they wanted to charge me $30 to carry it up the stairs, and I said, no, I'll do that, because, like, $30 for 30 seconds work? I don't think so. So, and it's obviously big. It's 65 inches, and it's in the box, and I'm just like, ugh, but I got it done. So far, so good, and I'm like, yeah, I saved 30 bucks. Anyway, I got it all set up, and I turned it on and was getting it, like the why I can't. I just haven't even had anything to drink yet. Maybe that's the problem. I was trying to set stuff up, like the channels and the this and the that. So I just turned it on, and it says, make sure that everything is plugged in before you start this process. It'll make your life easier. And I'm like, all right, let me just double check, make sure everything's plugged in, because, you know, obviously I have a lot of game systems and equipment plugged into my TV. And so I go in behind the TV to just double check all that. And at that moment, Onigiri, the white cat, jumped up onto the shelf, which he often will jump onto, above the TV. And there's a new sound bar there, because I bought a sound bar with the points I got from buying the TV. And he didn't know, he wasn't expecting the sound bar to be there, and it freaked him out. I think he thought it was a massive black snake or something, you know, just like instinct. And he was like, oh shit, I'm getting out of here. And he, like, I don't know, he just overreacted, freaked out, and he literally grabbed onto the TV and pulled it down onto the floor, crashing down onto the floor with him. Sorry. This was not a cheap TV. So, I mean, spoilers, I'm using it now, so I kind of ruined the story, but I literally prayed. I'm like, okay, God, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I didn't even have time to get mad at the cat or anything. I'm just like, okay, I should have foreseen the possibility of this happening, and just please have mercy on me and let this TV be okay despite all odds. Amen. My wife was downstairs doing laundry and she heard the crash, but she later said, well, I didn't hear you yell, so I knew it must not be the TV. Anyway, so I very, you know, gently picked it up, and it was just going like nothing had happened. There's a big, like, gouge in the TV stand, which we're planning to replace, but we haven't found. My wife hasn't picked one out yet, basically. So it looks a little awkward. But anyway, we don't know how that got there. My best guess is the bottom part, the base, hit it, but the TV hasn't a scratch, and it doesn't seem to have any problems, and I don't think that that's why the recording isn't working. Anyway, long story. So I'm like, well, I'm getting a 4K HDR TV. I want to be able to watch 4K HDR movies, at least a few. So I ordered these from Amazon in the US, because they're way cheaper there than they are to buy in Japan. Ugh. Just like, yeah, anyway. So I got Wonder Woman. That was fun. I got Logan. I don't remember what I thought about that. I think I thought it was fun. Did I even finish watching it? Wow. I think I liked it. But I mean, I'm just not a good movie critic at all. What was the other? Yeah, and I liked, I mean, I don't even know. Don't ask me. I watched this, and I don't remember what happened very well. Oh, now I remember. Okay. And I haven't watched this yet, but Blade Runner is one of those movies, like, I always feel like I'm supposed to really like it a lot more than I do. I mean, like, I like it, but I'm just not in love with it. I don't know, but I'm going to watch that. And then I bought this, because I thought, you know, good to have a warm movie with big surround sound and HDR, and I just haven't been in the right mood for that. After I ordered these, I upgraded my subscription to Netflix and realized that I could watch 4K HDR content on Netflix, and I didn't need to buy any of these. That wasn't an impulse buy at all. But at the same time, it's nice to have a small library. I don't plan on making it a big library. Yeah, famous last words. Anyway, let's put those aside. salsa side. Okay, wow, we're down to like only 90% more of the stuff I want to show. Here's a Donkey Kong Pez dispenser. I don't put Pez in it because I put Pez in my mouth. I just bought this because I have Mario and Toad, and I don't even know what I've got, but now I have Donkey Kong. Yeah. Let's see. Here's some PS4 games. I bought this because it was cheap and it has a lot of extra stuff, and it probably isn't as bad as a lot of people say it is. And I was buying stuff from US Amazon anyway, and the shipping wasn't going to go up in price, so I bought this. Yay. It's Bubsy, the Woolly Strike Back Perfect Edition. Of course I bought the hello. Why? Of course I bought this. Game Tengoku, the Game Paradise, what's it say? Cruise and Mix. I'm amazed that I only bought one copy, and I didn't buy the special edition because I was never able to really figure out why I needed it. Like, what's the point? It comes in a bigger box and it's like pink, and I don't know. Whatever, good enough. I bought this because every time they make a remaster of it, or maybe, well, let's see, it came out on what? The PS2 and then the Wii and then the PS3 and now this, and I keep buying it. I think I have it for all the systems. Might not have it for the PS2, I don't remember. I always buy it intending to play it, and then I never do. I'm like, well, since I haven't played it, I better play the best one. I don't even know if this has any kind of... Oh, it does have PS4 features. It's enhanced. Yay! I don't know. I'll get to it when I get to it. I bought this. I don't even really like Biohazard that much. Sorry, I don't hate it. I just... Like, besides 4, I've never really gotten into one. And I don't even like survival horror that much. But... Old Noob was here and he played the demo of this before they like arbitrarily deleted it from availability or whatever, and he was freaking out, and like I like watching people freak out, and it seems like most of the time my PSVR is more for guests than it is for me anyway. And of course now I have a HDR 4K TV, and the stupid original one doesn't have what am I trying to say, HDR pass-through. So if I want to actually use HDR with PS4 stuff, I have to disconnect it and then reconnect the PS4, and so it stays disconnected all the time. And then I only connect it when I use it, and it takes a little time. So I'm not very excited about that arrangement. Anywho, this game's actually supposed to be really good, and maybe someday I'll be like, you know what, I want to play a scary game. Not bloody likely. I'm trying to relax when I play video games. That's the reason, you know. But this I bought because it's supposed to be amazing, and the Japanese version, like the other Japanese, well, like this game as well, has English, and I like to support that decision because it's a good decision. This has an art book and stuff, some kind of a book, and the game, and the original mini soundtrack CD. This is Neo. I am looking forward to playing this. I think some people put it on their Game of the Year list. It has all the DLC apparently. I started Horizon Zero Dawn, loved it, but I had just stopped playing, I mean I finished the game, but I still want to play it some more. And Zelda Breath of the Wild, yes, so much bread. Breath of the Wild, and the gameplay mechanic where you just like sail around is so awesome in that game that right after I played it, I just wanted every game to have it, and it kind of ruined games for me for a while. Like, I had to play totally different stuff for a while, but now I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus, and there's definitely none of that, and I'm loving it, so it's all good. And I'll get to that. But anyway, I bought this because I want to play it, as is the case with all of them. Actually, I can even say that about Bubsy, so yay. What I can't say that about is the following game, which I have no interest in, like whatsoever. I have no interest in a game where I have to play with other people. I don't like playing with other people. I like people sometimes. Like, I have a game that I play on my iPhone and my iPad, and this dude, he's like in my guild, and he's so irritating because he's like all demanding and stuff, and then the tone that he uses is just a little bit stronger than it needs to be, and so many times I've almost kicked him out of my guild, but I'm like, no, I'll be a good sport, it's good practice, and like diplomacy. I don't need to deal with that. I'm trying to have fun, not like, I feel like I'm working. Anyway, I'll maybe try this just because I should, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that I would like to experience because so many people love it, but I don't enjoy playing, especially shooters with it. Like, what's fun about getting shot over and over and over again? And like, I don't find a lot of joy in killing people in games, really, unless I get to do it over and over again and they don't kill me, you know what I mean? I don't really get it at all. I'm happy for people who enjoy it. So I might like loan it to friends, or I don't know. But it came with my Xbox One X, and I ordered it from the States. It was on sale, and I got it way cheaper that way than if I just bought it, I can't remember English, by itself in Japan. So I just got this game basically for free. I bought this game, which apparently sucks. I have it on the Super Famicom as well, but it was like $15, and I wasn't going to pay extra for shipping. And it comes with a manual. Came with a manual because I have it now. And I can add it to my Super NES boxed games. And I don't have the proper tools to open it up, so I'm not going to open it up. But what I don't like about this is the cartridge shape is the PAL and Super Famicom shape. It's not the American SNES shape, and that kind of throws a wrench in nostalgia a little bit for me, but whatever. But yeah, I'm not like a Super Fighter player, so I might not even notice that it's not that good. I don't know about this, because everything that Nicholas makes I pretty much buy, because whatever, except for stupid, what is it? The Binding of Isaac. When I got that, it didn't come with with the manual and stuff, which was the whole reason I bought it. Like, I like the game, but I really wanted that Zelda manual. And so anyway, reversible cover art, cool. Manual. Behind the manual is like a little CD. Sorry, there's the game. And I took the sticker off the packaging because I feel like that's part of it. You know what I mean? And then this guy. Right? I don't know. Like when I buy Xbox One or Xbox 360 games that have the... Well, I can show you one, can't I? I just did, actually. Like when I open this, I will very carefully remove that and I'll stick it to the inside of the box, probably. If there's a place to even stick it. It depends on what design the case is or whatever, but I don't know, it's just one of those weird things I do. I'm pretty obsessive compulsive, I'm realizing. And there's something else I was going to mention. Oh, the fact that I'm wearing serial killer gaming glasses. That's it. They cost $5, and I've had them for a long time, but they're really lightweight. And when there's no one who's going to see me wearing them, I'm just like, sweet, I'm going to wear my serial killer gaming glasses. But they don't really make me feel like killing people. They just make me feel like I look like a serial killer. And maybe watching Silence of the Lambs. And eating fried chicken. Speaking of which, what a segue. This is another pickup. This was 50% off at my local supermarket. This is fried chicken. And I would eat it right now, but then I would get greasy fingers, and then there would be greasy fingerprints on all the stuff that I show you, and that's not sweet, so the chicken will have to wait. Okay, here's a couple books. And if I've shown some of this stuff before, I apologize. This is stuff from months of me not paying attention. Whatever. Here are a couple books written by people that I know, and I think owning books by people I know it makes me feel like I'm supporting them somehow. Maybe they get 50 cents when I buy the book, I don't know. But also I'm kind of proud, like, yeah, I know these guys. That maybe makes me feel like less of a loser, or maybe it makes me feel like more of a loser because look what my friends did and I did. I don't know. Anyway, it's cool to have I'm going to make a little shelf, I think, because I keep most of my books in the other house, but I think I might just keep these ones that are written by people I know. Here, so this is Dead Petals of Apocalypse, and it's like a zombie story from the zombies' point of view, I believe. And it seems alright. I don't mind his writing style or anything. I haven't gotten too far into it. I read like the sample on Kindle, and I don't remember how far I got into it, but there's basically what amounts to a typo. I contacted him, so we had this discussion. But somewhere in here it describes twins, a sister and a brother, twins, as fraternal twins. No, wait a minute, sorry, not fraternal, that would be, okay, identical twins, right? And that's not actually possible unless they were born the same and then one of them had like an operation, and you know what I mean? So, but that wasn't the case, it was just a mistake, and somehow it didn't get caught in the editing process, and I felt bad for him, you know, like, because they're all out there with that, and when I read it, I was like, gotta be kidding me, because he's a super smart dude, right? Like, he wrote this book as a hobby, okay? His main area of expertise is like philosophy and theology, and this is his book about zombies, you know, so that's pretty cool, actually. And it's inspiring. This guy, I've got a bunch of his books. Went to school with him as well, and he writes about economics. He's an economics professor. But if any of you have read and hated or loved Freakonomics, Stephen D. Levitt, I guess is how you say his name, or Levitt, I'm not sure. WTF is like Freakonomics on steroids. Stephen D. Levitt, he says. So this is WTF, an economic tour of the weird. And I've not gotten too far into it. I'm on chapter 2. It's called Burn Baby Burn. I like to read, believe it or not. It doesn't show, but I do. Okay, I like music too. I bought this, I got all excited about it, and then, I mean, it's still cool, and it was cheap, so it's alright, but this is Greta Van Fleet from The Fires. They're a newish, I mean, they've emerged onto the rock scene. They really, 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 really sound like Led Zeppelin, and some people think that's awesome, and some people think that's not cool at all. They're from Frankenmuth, Michigan, which is a place I've been to. It's like Christmas all year round there, like that's their gimmick. Anyway, it's good. I would say it's good, but if you feel like it's anathema to basically copy Led Zeppelin's sound, you probably won't like it. But the fact that they kind of do it, like they pull it off, is pretty impressive. I mentioned this. Of course, I wanted the special edition, but I can't find it for a decent price, so I've just got the regular one, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It looks so much better than I expected it to on the PS4. Like, it's much more than just a remaster. It's rebuilt from the ground up for the PlayStation 4 system, and it's amazing. I'm about halfway through it now, just the playthrough. There's a bunch of filters you can add to it, like from the beginning. You don't have to unlock them, so there's like a nighttime filter and a really grainy kind of filter, black and white, vivid, vibrant. There's a ton. I think there's like 10 filters, and it's really cool to play around with those. And I played on the Pro, so I get to mess around with HDR and 4K, and it's just, I really love it, and I'm playing it like every day. And I have, why doesn't this tell me how long this video is? That's irritating. What if I touch the screen? Nothing? Man, I'm going to be mad if this isn't actually recording. I'm going to check that. Sorry. Okay, I'm back, and apparently it was recording. Right. Here's something a little unusual. I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know why. But I have a PAL Wii U. I really wanted the one with the Zelda controller, and I don't know, it was like regular price, and I had it shipped. I think I bought it on Zavvi or something like that, and I've never opened it. I don't not intend to open it. I just don't care. But I had like 5 or 6 games for it from PAL, and there were a couple PAL games that at least at the time were much cheaper to buy from PAL than, like, Devil's Third was really expensive for a while in the US. I have no idea now. And then like the Maiden of the Black Water or whatever. I got the box set thing, and I don't know. Anyway, so I've got like 10 or 11 PAL Wii U games, and here's a few more that I've got now. I'm trading a Switch version of this, so I got this one, and I also have the American Wii U one, so I'm just a dummy, but I freaking love that game, so I don't care. This was kind of like thrown in, not sure. I don't remember. I don't remember what the trade is. Anyway, I still owe the guy. I gave him my Xenoblade X for this, and like, I don't know. I don't remember the trade. I don't care. He's my friend. I don't know if I'll play this. I played about 40 hours on the American Wii U, but I didn't hate it. It's just like, it's so unbelievably long and daunting. Right, and then this, as I said, and then like the box got crushed or he lost it or something. This was, you know, the 2-in-1 Bayonetta pack, and I'm kind of sad about that, but at the same time, they still will look nice on the shelf like that. Woo! And depending on when I open the PAL Wii U and where I put it, maybe I'll end up playing it. I don't know. I just don't know. But it's nice to have like little collections for PAL systems. I have probably about the same number of games for a PAL GameCube that I got from Cajones de Loro and stuff. I've got some PAL PS2 games. Most of those I got, I think, from, I can't remember anyone's name, because they changed their bloody names, so Sprites and Bytes is now something PS Vita collecting or something like that. Might actually be right. Some more PS4 games. This is supposed to be really good. I haven't played it myself, but one of my friends who's not a gamer came over, and I let her play it, and she like totally tuned out from the world for like 2 hours. It was crazy, and she was horrible at it, but she refused to give up, or like, you know, she just kept pushing forward, and she finally kind of got the hang of it. But she was so bad, and she was like so funny. She was sitting on the floor, like facing everywhere, You're not even facing the TV at all. Finally, my wife and I were just like, whatever. We turned off the TV. I put headphones on the girl. I don't even know if she noticed. You know what I mean? Because she was so just into it. And my wife and I watched the Olympics while she was like in the corner playing VR like this with her goggles and headphones, and she was having the time of her life. And then I was like, hey, your last train's coming soon. And she's like, oh, I just want to stay here. I'm like, yeah, I have to work tomorrow morning, and that was the thing. But yeah, anyway, so she loved it, and it looks all right. I didn't. From what I saw, you don't like actually walk. You like zip, 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 and I don't know. I like walking when I play games, so I don't know. This one also I watched a little bit of, and it looked pretty amazing. I have no. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm going to try to finish this in VR. Like if I finish it in any version, that'll be some kind of miracle. But to experience it in VR, it's worth it, I think. And even if I just play a little bit now and then, Skyrim's one of those games, like you just kind of do whatever, you know? You don't have to follow the story so much. This is a game that looks amazing on 4K, and like I suck at it. I don't know. I didn't get very far. I'm like, why do they keep killing me? I'm taking a break. And I am not good at video games, apparently. Also, I'm old. I just had my half birthday. I'm 41.5. And I have more than 41.5 G-Shocks. And they're all in here. This is the G-Shock 35th Anniversary Perfect Bible. Until the time that this was published, which was, I don't know, sometime this year, I guess. Doesn't really, I mean, if it has a date, I can't, oh, I don't know. Anyway, this was like $10, but it's just really fun to look at all these G-Shocks and how, because I love G-Shock, and how they've sort of evolved and changed over the years and devolved in some cases. And I don't know, I enjoy it. It was a nice thing to grab. Yay, so more stuff. I've been on a bit of a PSP kick lately, and I'll show you some other stuff, well, whatever. Anyway, this came today, and I'll start with that. This is the official charging stuff for a PSP 2000. This is a 1-seg tuner, which I haven't tested yet because it needs to have a memory card in the PSP that it's connected to, but that'll work. And then this is a very red, like blood red PSP 2000. And the whole time the person had it, he had this, like, apparently, this plastic cover on it, which I'm not a huge fan of, but the thing I am a fan of is the fact that when you take it off, you realize, like, holy crap, it's in really good condition. Like, it's not immaculate, but dang, look how nice it looks. And I like the way this looks. So that is another PSP for my collection. And for all that stuff mailed to my house, I paid, like, less than $20. He had underpriced it, and I think it was on like a flea market site, and I think that people were thinking there was something wrong, or they were just being cheap and saying, hey, can you pay for the shipping? And I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to click buy now and see what happens, because it was too good of a deal to pass up. And he was like, oh, wow, that was fast. Okay, well, let me ship it to you. I think I paid $6 for the shipping. He shipped it cash on delivery. And then I also ordered this from AliExpress, I think. It's just a battery for a PSP Go, because I had this PSP Go that I got as junk, really cheap, and had been sitting in my drawer. I mentioned this on Facebook, I think. And so I ordered this battery, and then I was thinking one day, I was like, you know, I've never really opened it up. I'm going to have to open it up to put the battery in anyway. So I opened it up, and I jiggled the wire attached to the battery, and then it worked. Like literally the wire, the connection was just like a little loose. Maybe it got dropped or something. I have no idea. So I don't need to use this right away. And yay, I have apparently a working PSP Go to go with my other PSP stuff. And I'm thinking about hacking one of these because I like these a lot. You can actually plug them into a TV and then use your DualShock 3 controller wirelessly. And the thing is, if the TV's too big, it looks kind of bad. Like a 65-inch TV, not so great. And I mean, yeah, you can shrink it down. But another cool thing about my TV I should mention, if I remember, I'll put a screenshot, but it's an LG C7. Like, you can find it on the internet, and I don't really want to show a picture of my TV, so it'll show up in a video at some point, I reckon, so just deal with it. It's an awesome TV. What was I going to tell you? Nanda. Oh, the LG C7 is not supposed to have, everything I read said, of course I read everything in English, but I don't know, not supposed to have component input It totally does. Like, it has component input. I'm so happy about that. I almost bought the B7, which is an inferior, I don't care what anyone says, it's inferior. Inferior, I mean slightly, ever so slightly maybe, set, like it's last year's version basically. Because I wanted to have component, just because I did, like to plug in my PS2 probably mainly. But this does, and I was so happy. And I was also really happy that it didn't break when my cat knocked it off the TV stand on my head. I'm not happy about how Apple sucks. And like I used to be able to use controllers with games, and then they stopped working, and like screw that. But then I still bought this. I'm pretty happy with it, but seriously, there are no R3 and L3 buttons. Like the sticks don't push in. That just seems really dumb to me. Like, why? There must be some reason, but besides that, though, it's good. It works well. I'm using it to play Oceanhorn, because I tried to play Oceanhorn with my finger on the screen on a 12.9-inch iPad. I'm like, walk. I got sick of that in 1 minute. But with this, it's really nice, actually. So, and I got this for like $40, which is still a lot, but a lot cheaper than they were not long ago. And see if I can do this without knocking over my wine. Yeah, I don't know where to start. I guess I'll start here. This is kind of a set. So, I have played about 160 hours of this game. I bought the original edition for the same reason I bought the original, no, like the standard regular edition, just like I did for Shadow of the Colossus, because this was stupid cheap, because it was only being offered by resellers, and now this was expensive, the regular one was cheap. Whatever, I finished the game with the regular one, then I traded the regular one for some Wii U stuff, and then I got this because I really enjoyed the game. I spent 160 hours. I'm going to play it more when the update comes. And I'm like, I'm not an RPGer. I'm not. I've never finished a JRPG. Well, now I have. Okay? Insane. I really liked it, and I know some people didn't, and I don't really care, because I did. And I don't bother to recommend things, because what's the point? I'll just say I really liked it. And I'll go ahead and open it up, because I can. Unlike that SNES game. So, let's see if I can destroy the box in the process. I hate opening dot boxes while I'm doing videos, because I'm afraid that I'll mess something up, and I'm somewhat vociferous about the treatment of boxes and the way that people come. Because like you'll watch like Metal Jesus Rocks, and maybe not every time, or people like him, they're like, oh, look at this amazing, beautiful box thing that I got, and they'll just, this will get munted straight away, and that just drives me insane. Like, get a butter knife and pry it open without, oh my head, it just, have to take a breath and a drink. Come to me. Oh, fried chicken. Anyway, so it's a nice box. It's not lenticular, but it's 3D. Right, so there's that, and it came with a steel book, and I think steel books look nice, but they get all scratched up, and then they don't look nice, and they get dented, and they don't look nice, and I don't understand the appeal of collecting them, honestly, because they look different than the other cases, and I mean, I don't mind. I like it when they give you both. I forget what I bought recently that had both. Oh, I remember now because I'm looking at it. Anyway, so I've got that, but now I don't have the regular one because I traded it to my friend. I should have just traded him no, I shouldn't have done that. And here's the soundtrack. It's a sound selection. And honestly, I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy this. I like the music in the game. It gets repetitive, obviously, because it's a wicked long game. But maybe after I've stepped away from the game for a while, I will enjoy it because it'll be nostalgic. Japanese version doesn't have English, at least at the time I'm making this video. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Sometimes they might update it. And I'll just give you a quick. This is horrible. Okay, so here's the art book. And art books, like, they're really nice and stuff, but literally, when you get an art book, how much time do you spend looking at it? I mean, to be fair, when you buy a Blu-ray, most times you watch it once, and that's like 2 hours of your life, I guess, but still. Like, I will probably spend my entire life 10 minutes to maybe 20 minutes looking at this book. And then it's just going to go on the shelf. But yet, I'd rather have this, in most cases, than a figure. So many figures that I've gotten with special editions suck. Like, they look nice, but they break really easily, or they don't stand up properly. So many of them don't stand up properly. Oh, my head. The new figure, and it's not Ryu. But I don't expect people to pronounce Japanese, so whatever. My thing was telling me something. Anyway, I'll put this away later. What was that about then? Yeah, that thing, it looks cool. I like it a lot, but it like, he falls forward. And so, I'm not a fan of that. My Ninja Gaiden 3 Razors, I don't know, whatever. One of, like I think the PS3 and the Xbox 360 both had really nice special editions for that. Like a statue and they're fighting and the sword's going through a dude. And I get busted in 2 places because it's so, like, brittle. And the way that, like, the feet set down on the base, they just don't stay there. And, like, why bother? Like, why bother making the amiibos are better quality. And I hate amiibos. I despise them. I wish I had despised them from day one and then I wouldn't have bought any. But at the same time, I'm so glad that after buying so many of them, I finally said, okay, this is insane. It's never going to stop. I'm not buying any more of these. And I mean, I did buy the Zelda ones, but I mean, I buy the ones I want, but I don't buy, like, I'm not trying to get them all. When I find them for 100 yen, I might buy one, sure, but I'm done with that. Thank you. And for a while, I thought I was going to buy every limited run game, so that's another topic, and that'll come on. And I don't know, like, games that are kind of obscure, and there's only like 2,000 or 3,000 of them. How could I not buy them? And they're only $25 plus shipping. And then it occurred to me, like, it's every week or 2 weeks that these games are coming out, and there's so many other companies doing the same thing now. And so, like, it's cool to have a game there's only 2,000 copies of, right? The thing is, so many of those games, if not all of them, you can play digitally. Which, I mean, that's not real. I get that. So if it's a game I really love, I'm still gonna buy it. But, like, I think I finally dodged a bullet on that one. That was getting it potentially ridiculous for a while. But what I was gonna say is, like, yeah, there are only 2,000 or 3,000 of the game, but they could get made again by another company like PlayAsia has done with, I guess, a couple games that limited run games released. And I'm not, like, talking trash about anybody. It's just for me and my finances. And also, like, yeah, there's only 2,000, but there are so many games like that where there are only 2,000. It's not such an unusual thing for there to only be 2,000 games, if that makes sense at all. So, like, the idea itself is not so unusual anymore, even though there is a limited run of the games. I don't know. Yeah, I liked it so much I bought this overpriced Classic Pro controller, back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But also this one has an improved D-pad, and I'm fussy about D-pads. That's how that goes. Alright. Okay, you just hang out there. So speaking of limited run, I had to buy this, and I'm definitely going to still buy the shooters, right? Like, I have Skyforce Reloaded on the PS4 and the Vita, and at some point I'll probably get it on iOS. But I still bought that on Vita and PS4 because I can't not buy shooters when they're physical. And this is like a dual stick shooter, and you walk through levels. The music's really good and blah blah. And I don't know if I'm going to open the special edition. I may and I may not. I don't know, but I wanted to have it. The thing is, I just realized the other day I have it on Steam. Like, sweet! So I'm looking forward to playing that, actually. And where can I put this? I'm running out of places to put stuff. I bought this because I'm an idiot. I mean, I don't know. I don't regret it, actually. It's not bad. It's not a bad price at all. But I already have this game literally on PS3, 360. Yeah, the PS3 version is trash, but trash is kind of harsh. I've heard the PS3 version has a lot of problems. Then I got it on the Wii U, Japanese Wii U, and now I have it on the PAL Wii U. And guess what? I wasn't done there. And I don't even know if I like this game. Because I know that it's supposed to be an amazing game and great action, blah, blah, blah. But I don't get into, like, all the angel demon crap in video games. Like Devil May Cry, also I have a bunch of those, and I've also been like, Disgaea, it makes no sense to me. I know a lot of people love it, and I think probably there are some things about it, mechanics-wise, that are really good, but just like the banter and the stuff they say, and it's not like my religion talking or anything like that, it's just, it just doesn't, I can't sort of connect with it somehow, but I want to give this another chance, and, you know, now I can do it portably, so I guess I have to open this now, too, huh? Well, at least this is not hard to open. So it's a massive box. In fact, it's not the same shape or size as this box, so that makes my life more difficult, right? Anyway, a lot of Switch love happening. So I'll open it up, maybe. Yeah, I really do like the fact that it opens so easily. I approve of that. And then inside, you have the games in normal cases. I got them in Japan because I think this only came out in Japan. And I ordered it directly from Nintendo. So, yay. And then, let's see. Here's the steel book that holds both games. And again, like, I don't know. Steel books, they're cool and all, but... I mean, I guess if you get really serious about them and you just only... Like, I have a friend who tries to upgrade all of his DVDs, or Blu-rays, I guess they are, to Steelbook. And that's kind of fun, but what a pain in the butt. And also, not everything has a Steelbook, right? Plus, he's putting, like, his Blu-ray into a Steelbook. Like, it's not the original disc and Steelbook combination, so in some cases I think there might be, like, a serial number. I have no idea. Anyway, I guess to each their own. And I haven't actually looked at these yet, and these are some kind of cards. Oh, get out of there. And I'm not gonna bother. But that's what they look like. Sorry, I'm a bad person. I don't see myself opening these and like enjoying them, so what's the point of opening them at all? Just to show you? Well, I'm not that nice. There was a time I probably was. That time has passed. I became a father, and I just decided, screw you people. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Speaking of fatherhood, my wife and my daughter are visiting family, so I have the house to myself, and I was thinking about going to the other house, but I'm not going to have time because I have to work every day. So that's shocking. But what I might do is bring one of the CRTs downstairs and just keep it hooked up down here. The problem is I'm so into Shadow of the Colossus right now, it's hard for me to want to play anything else, so we'll see. Okay. So, again, I bought this stuff over the course of many months. So, even then, it's asinine, I'm pretty sure. Speaking of, like, limited releases, this is strictly limited. Number 1 and number 2 games. And I had to have this because it's a shoot 'em up. Like, I couldn't not buy it. And I was like, yeah, I had to have it, and I got it. Help Sir Oliver and Aquila save their friends. Griffin Knight Epic is a 2D medieval shoot 'em up that mixes elements from classic shoot 'em ups, exploration, and duel-like boss battles. I'm tired of reading. And then this is Tokyo 42 is a hyper-stylish isometric open-world shooter. Well, look at that. They're both shooters. Shooters. Yeah, and since they don't release as often, and I already have 1 and 2, and I don't remember if they've come out with a third one, I should pay attention. Maybe I'll try to get all theirs. But I'm not going to try to go for like all the limited run games at all. Or like the PlayAsia limited releases. Did I say something about PSP earlier? Fried chicken. Hold on. So, I think maybe my last video, I was showing PS3 games, and I bought them in Japan, but they were not Japanese. And I was all excited about that, because it's a thing. Like, it's not a thing, and that's why it's a thing. Doesn't make sense. I really like the PSP a lot. And I like UMD video. And, like, when I say like a lot in this video. I've forgotten English. PSP. Right. I feel like it still looks pretty good. Maybe because the screen's small, it makes it more acceptable. But so anyway, for whatever reason, some dude had all these non-Japanese UMD videos and games. And a lot of them are still sealed, and I don't think I'm going to necessarily open them, but like, look at this. Woo! Viva la bam. Sealed and complete. Yeah. I'm just going to go through these a little more quickly. But I don't know, I just think it's fun. These videos for the PSP, people don't talk about them that often. Ooh, English on the spine. And more, I like the idea of riding the train or the bus and using an older portable system, because the young people who have their new ones don't even know what they're looking at when they see it, and that's fun. And I have watched movies on my PSP, and it's not that bad, actually. You just kind of get sucked into the movie and forget that it's on a tiny screen, obviously, with headphones. You definitely want headphones. I had this in my other house, and I really wanted to watch it for some reason, and then I couldn't find it anywhere online. One of the reasons I took all my DVDs to the other house is because, like, I've got internet here, I can watch pretty much anything online, which, I mean, if I tried hard enough, I could. But I don't want to be a try-hard. So, I mean, at least now I have it on PSP, and I think this will probably stay here. Alright, few more. But just, yeah, the fact that I got these from a Japanese seller on the flea market site in Japan just makes it even better. And this is like my favorite movie. Judge me, I don't care. This movie makes me smile, just like Big Bang Theory makes me smile. Like I binge watch that when I have a bad day, and I laugh out loud, and it helps me. And this is not a movie. But it's not Japanese either. Yay. This is a movie. But you don't get to see Arnold Schwarzenegger's wiener, I don't think, in this one. That's only the first one, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that was a stunt wiener, but I feel like it wasn't. Yeah. And why is this in here? Wait a minute, why is this in here? Did I get this twice on accident? I don't know what's going on with these games. Wait, well, what are these games? I don't know why these are here. I'm confused. I think these are part of a pickup. Anyway, work time fun. This game is weird and kind of fun, I guess, but it's just, yeah. And if you play it long enough, you can unlock some shooter stage or stages. I'm not even sure because I haven't played it long enough. But yeah, there's that. I think I have every shoot 'em up for the PSP, and I had to have that one so that I could say that, among a few others. I just love that these aren't in Japanese. I mean, that's just pretty awesome. Yay. Yay. I don't like Monster Hunter games, but the PS4 one looks amazing. I won't lie. It looks really, really spectacular. But it also looks like I could never stop playing it if I got really into it, and I think I want to not do that. So I don't see myself buying that anytime soon, but who knows. But also, they keep re-releasing, or like, is it Capcom that makes that game? Yeah, I figures. They do the same thing with Monster Hunter games they do with Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4.135. Like, okay, make the game and move on. So frustrating. How many Street Fighter 4s do I have? I don't even know. Tekken Dark Resurrection. I think I have every version of it. Well, like I have a PAL, a Japanese, and a North American version of this. So, because I'm me, I don't know. Also, I don't want to be such a hoarder anymore, but it's really, really hard for me for some reason to get rid of crap. Well, getting rid of crap, I think I can do, but getting rid of stuff. Doubles, I'm getting better about getting rid of, like in trades and stuff. But I actually tried to make put some stuff on eBay recently. Oh, I'm opening a box right now, by the way, and it's from Malaysia. And I realized that I don't. What is this box? I've never opened this box, I don't think. Anyway, it's a pain in the butt, because I live in Japan, and like I want to be willing to ship worldwide. Certainly I want to be able to ship to the US, but like apparently some places in South America and Africa are ridiculously, prohibitively expensive to ship to, and like figuring out all the details about how to list it for shipping is just not something that I'm looking forward to. So I don't know how I'm going to work that. Like I guess I could just say only ships to US, but that'd be kind of interesting since I'm in Japan. I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna, at some point, try to sell some of my stuff. Like a lot of this stuff I bought, I don't know if I mentioned, I got it in lots. You know, so it's like a bunch of stuff, and some of it I really want, and the price was really good. So I want to be willing to let go, you know, of some of this stuff. So I bought these games. What the heck am I even looking at right now? Okay, apparently I opened this box and looked at it, and then I closed it. But I closed it up so well that I thought that I'm so confused right now. What the heck? Anyway, I'm reopening a box then. What in the world? So, okay, so here's more PSP stuff, and I didn't know this existed. It's kind of cool. Biohazard movies are kind of fun. And this is the trilogy box, and this is the Japanese one, but it's got English as well. And that's just, I don't know, I thought it was neat. It was a pretty good price. This is, what am I looking at here? A bunch of styrofoam and some PlayAsia games. What's happening right now? I really got into this like limited run thing, and I've backed away because it's just gotten too insane. But I'm not going to be able to completely back away. So this is Bleed and Bleed 2, actually, 2 games, and that's a big old box. These games look pretty fun, and I like these because they come with like physical manuals and soundtrack and stuff, and they're not expensive. You know what I mean? It gets expensive when you just have to buy everything. So I got to be careful about that. But yeah. Next is Vesta. And again, at some point I was like, well, I might as well order more because the shipping's not going to really go up. So I tried to pick ones that I thought would be interesting, and wow, they just give you, oh wow. I would show you this coupon, but I might use it. So, sorry. Stickers, 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 and I think that's probably the other game I bought. But yeah, it's just gotten to the point where even I think I'm ridiculous, and I've said that I am before, but I sincerely believe it now. And so I'm hopefully making some changes, and one of those changes is stupid. I'm buying a dual layered shelf, so it's 4 shelves on the back and then 3 on the front, and it's stacked, I don't know, anyway, and they slide so you can see what's behind it and get access to it, so they are doubled up, but it's better than just having them so you literally can't see what's behind it without pulling out games and moving them. I don't know, I'm going to try about one and see how it is, and if I really like it, I'll probably buy more. I got it cheaper than the original one that I found, plus I had points, so yay. And that's, I guess, everything except I haven't eaten my fried chicken yet. And also, this, I bought this because I'm dumb and I totally didn't need it. And whatever. This is the case I bought for the thing that I'm about to show you. I got the Super Nintendo themed 3DS XL, and I love it. I mean, I love it. I like the purple and I like the design, and you know, but why? Why do I need this? I have the red one. And what's funny is I bought just whatever plastic cover thing I could find, and it just has a slight yellow tinge to it, and I just think that's funny because it's a Super Nintendo, all right. Anyway, I play it, I enjoy it. I've been is it safe to take this out? Yeah. I've been playing a lot of this when I have this with me, and this is such Ultimate NES Remix, such a great portable game because you play a little bit and then you put it back in the whatever, in the case or in your pocket, whatever the case may be. So that's a lot of pickups, and I could have shown you more. This is what I had sort of somewhat readily available. Now I have to put it all away again, so don't say I never did anything for you. But yeah, today I was really excited with how nice this was when it came, and what a good deal I got on it. And it kind of got me thinking I should do a pickups video, and like, I still enjoy watching pickups videos. I probably had other stuff to talk about, but I feel like I've spent a lot of time already. So thank you for watching whatever percentage of this video you watched, and I will now reward you by eating this half-price fried chicken without washing my hands first. But I will use this little tissue thing. Yeah, man. And it's cold. Does anyone else like cold fried chicken? Yeah. Thanks for watching. Oh, sorry. It's vegan chicken. I forgot to mention that, so yeah.